Educating.
You can use it now, yeah, they work again.
It being 6 o'clock, I'd like to call a special council meeting of the Township of McNabb Braeside for Tuesday, August 17th, 2021 at 6 o'clock to order. You know that Deputy Mayor Ernstine is late in arriving. Is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest in the general nature thereof? Seeing none, I need a mover and seconder for the adoption of the agenda. Councilor Broome, Councilor Jacob. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Special meeting notice. Please read the notice.
No. Township of McNabb Braeside notice of special meeting Tuesday, August 17th, 2021, 6:12 p.m. Please access the meeting electronically by Zoom. The special meeting will be for the purpose of reviewing and considering the planning application for 118 Jackson Lane. The notice was given pursuant to section 238, 2.1 of the Municipal Act 2001, signed by Lindsay Lee, CAO clerk, and dated at the Township of McNabb Braeside on the 11th day of August, 2021.
Thank you. Letter applications, we move right on to item 7.
We get a mover and seconder for that.
Move by Councilor Jacob, second by Councilor Ryan, all in favor of the notice? Here. On to item 7.1. 2325388 of Terry Week, Jackson, Drive. Response, call the state.
We just need a mover and seconder first.
Councilor Jacob, Councilor Broome. Correspondence dated August 6th, amended by Matt. Questions, comments, concerns about that? One thing it does say on this correspondence is that the open storage is indicated on the site plan as of May 2020. I don't know where I was, but I had actually seen it. It was never sent to the township.
As far as I'm aware, the site plan we have does not show that on there. Mr. Howard, have you seen it on there?
Through your chair, Moyer, I can't recall seeing any site plan that shows a poster.
Okay. So at this point, it's not indicated on the site plan that we're looking at. We're going to see Councilor Ryan.
I recall when Evans was here at a previous meeting that he showed a site plan, and I'm sure that I saw storage facilities marked on that site plan that he showed when he was here. And I can't remember which meeting that was.
And, say, I recall seeing it too, Councillor Jacob.
Just taking a look at what was presented at the last special meeting, it's noted as proposed storage building, and it looks like proposed part of phase 2. So I'm assuming that's their staff of identifying there's no provision included there for storage in phase 1, right?
There's no outdoor storage. Those are storage buildings for indoor storage. There's no outdoor storage for boats or trailers. The first that it was heard of was when Mr. McNabb mentioned it at the last special meeting.
Okay, so it's in regards to open storage. So the site plan I recall seeing had buildings.
Yeah, so that's different than the boats and the,
Okay, so this is the first, I guess last meeting was first time I've ever heard of the open storage idea. And the next, part,
can I ask a question with to Bruce?
see, what is
Is it as simple as just changing the drawing on the site map or the site plan? And changing the wording to indicate that this is happening?
So when the open storage has a permitted use under the zoning bylaw, so any open storage has to be, you're only allowed open storage if it's accessory to a permitted use. So open storage is not accessory, for example, he has a contractor's right there where he's doing soil and other machinery stuff. Open storage is not accessory to a contractor's right. So open storage of boats or recreational trailers or RVs is not a permitted use for this property. So it's not as simple as just changing the site plan, you actually have to come forward with the zoning bylaw then. So you change the zone to permit open storage of boats and recreational trailers and other things. So there is an example within the township already where a property owner has gone through that process to rezone their property specifically to allow open storage of boats and trailers. So quick answer is no, you can't just, it's not as simple as just changing it. That should have to be zoning bylaw.
okay?
So, but the others are like the building storage is okay though.
That's correct.
Okay.
That is what says permitted use, permitted storage, basic permitted use on the site.
And if we wanted to do the boat and the outdoor storage, it's just a zoning amendment?
Correct. Use on that, and then it will be reflected on the site plan.
Okay,
So on the site plan, it says phase 1, open storage area. And then underneath it says phase 2, storage units.
So how it was,
So if you 3 units here, so that's correct. So open storage again is permitted, but it has to be accessory to the permitted use. So where you guys a contractor start, there's a permitted use. So you can have open storage of landscaping material, whether it's front end or flat. Open storage is permitted. It's the open storage of boats that is not permitted.
Okay, so that helps a tremendous amount. So open storage would be like dozers or whatever stored on his site, that would be open storage for his equipment, the rock, the utilities that he uses every day.
But stuff that is being outside, that is accessory to his operation of a contractor's garage.
Okay,
It does not need to be storing, so like storing boats and RV trailers are not a part of the contractors.
okay. All right, so I remember seeing it, so.
see,
oh, sorry.
so, up to, so this part of the letter will stay in there as it is. The second part, where it has regards to the easement will be removed. Last meeting, we're not, proceeding, attempted to purchase an easement in that area. As I said last time, he has explained it to me that his engineered drainage plan is suitable for his property, but he can't have anyone else tying into it. So, with that. Okay. Next part. Just the site plan agreement. Item 2 is one where it's been designed to permit the processing. The owner acknowledges and agrees that none of the facilities, the works, nor the phase 1 works have been designed to permit the crushing of aggregates or similar industrial uses and so forth. Councilor Faber.
Just a question for you, the township planner. My understanding is this is a specific wording from the zoning bylaw in regards to the processing of aggregates being listed under a different zone. But I'm assuming that's why it would have been used here. But what would the impact of changing from processing to crushing when it comes to compliance with the zoning bylaw?
For you, Chair. So this is where the use can shift more from contractors work, which is a commercial use, more to an industrial use that the site has not been designed for, into an industrial use that involves requiring certificates of approval from the Ministry of Environment. So the wording of the draft site plan agreement was put in there to make it clear that this is a contractor's yard, not an industrial use where these sites are because they typically see in a quarry where the significant sound of what's that they would be tightly controlled and monitored. So as you know, like the site does not, they're not doing noise study for it. They on the site plan that they're going to comply with the Ministry of Environmental guidelines, but they are not providing documentation so that they actually will comply with it. And further, for the stormwater management, environmental compliance of approval was not submitted or required because they indicate to the Ministry of Environment that they do not be using the site for any type of industrial uses. So that's the way our exemption when we went to the Ministry of Environment for this meeting. So this clause was put in there to ensure that the site would be used as a point for as indicated in its description.
So my understanding is if he wants us to change that, he could be putting himself in difficulty with Ministry of Environment. Which is to do with. So I'm for leaving it as a processing. Okay. Councilor Burke?
I just think it's a moot point. He'll never get a site plan. He'll never be able to extract anything from that location anyways, and it's all in play. So there's not a lot to extract anything. So processing or crushing, I think it's just wording. It's not like he can physically do it on there. There's no rock in the property. So.
You can always draw. You can always draw truck loads of large rock in.
Oh, okay, that's not cost. Anyway, okay.
The crushers there and.
All right.
Because they say that if we just go ahead with it, then he's gonna end up in having problems with the Ministry of Environment.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Am I not gonna put Mr. McNabb harm's way with that, so.
Okay, so. Very good. Yeah. So the processing then. Talk about, so the easement lines. Okay, next. Greg Davis, environmental officer, and Ministry of the Environment. Any questions or comments on the letter? Any comments on the letter? And then we move on to the Earth, comments regarding additional site plan revisions. You can,
I don't have any additional comments, Mr. Chair, I think we already talked about it briefly.
yeah,
So those are just the exact definitions like that limit. Prohibited.
Let's see.
thank you. And Mr. Ford's comments. Questions, comments on Mr. Ford's letter? Let's see. Mr. Van. So what it boils down to is the easement, which moved to the crest of. The word crushing instead of processing, processing in there.
Boat storage. What's the other thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, the boat, outside storage of boats and trailers is not an approved use, as Mr. Charles has explained to us, so that we, until, Mr. Now gets a zoning change, and site plan, zoning change for boat storage, the risk. So he gets that, and brings it back to council, and we know no outdoor storage at this time. Councilor Bloom.
Everything else can. Okay. So the only thing we're waiting is he's gonna have to do an adjustment once it's passed to add in boat storage. But he can start the process once this is signed. Okay. It's just, he's getting pretty close to the end of the year to get his footings in and all that stuff. All I'm worried about.
So what we're looking for tonight is just council giving us direction as to those basically two changes, because the boat storage is in his corner. So the two changes, which we have the answers to now, so we will get those changes made, send it off to Mr. McNabb. He'll just sign it and give us securities and all the other stuff that goes along with it, and then we'll bring the bylaw to the first meeting in September. But we're not gonna hold anything up. Like, if he gets it to us all right away, we're not gonna wait until the first meeting in September to finish it, being that we can clearly see that it's good to go as is right now.
Councilor Bloom.
Is there any way we could bring Mr. McNabb up if he's on one?
Once we get to that section, yeah.
Okay, no, I'm just, that way there, if there's a simple question that could be answered. That he may have, or we may have, and I just hate to see this go on until September again, you know what I mean?
That's coming up shortly.
Okay,
If there's nothing else, All those in favor of the changes made and the staff direction to move forward? Carried, thank you. Member of public in attendance, you can ask questions. And
Can you hear us?
Listen.
Can all of you guys hear us?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to see if you had any direct questions for me that maybe I could answer, and I just wanted to clarify that you guys will be making the changes that was in the information that we sent you. It's hard to hear on our end, so we can only catch every couple words.
So can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit there, Tom. I don't know if you can move the mic a little closer to you or not.
Okay, the part about the easement, that's out, we're taking that out.
Okay,
The change of the word from processing to crushing is not being changed, we're leaving it as processing, because if it goes to crushing, you will be approached by NTO and have to deal with them, and figure you would want that.
well, I won't be crushing on the site because it doesn't permit it. So I thought that was a good mechanism to put in place, which says I will not crush and therefore will not need to engage the Ministry of Environment. So I thought,
We'll just leave the word processing in there, that's what council has agreed to, and go on from there. Because, we know that you're not gonna do processing, but it's, even if we don't do it, if we change it to crushing, you could, be getting a visit from the MTO, or, sorry, the Ministry of Environment. So we're gonna leave it in your best interest as processing.
okay, and just to confirm then, processing is not screening. Screening or sorting of my materials on site.
No, you can do that, that's fine.
Okay, that's good by me then.
Okay, and, well, the storage, you have to, we're gonna go ahead with this, if you want open storage, which is completely different from your building storage for phase 2, then you'll have to come to, council to get a zoning change for that area, so at this point, there is no boat or, trailer storage.
Okay, and is that something that is going to be difficult? Because I was under the impression that this was already all approved by Stantec, because it's always been on the site plan all the way back in May. It shows phase 1 as open storage and phase 2 as the buildings.
Open storage, what they approved was open storage for your produce, your sand, your gravel, whatever you have on that topsoil. That, and if you park trucks or vehicles or motors, that's what they're referring to as open storage. Completely changes things when you put on boats and trailers, etc.
Okay, all right, I understand your point there, but there is something we can do to change that moving forward, correct? And it's not overly complex, and we can move forward with the signing of the site plan agreement?
Yes, I guess it's up to you now to come back to council requesting the zoning change.
Okay, all right, we can cross that bridge when we get there.
So as far as the township is concerned, we've done all the changes and stuff that we're going to do, and we're putting it together in a package, and we're gonna send it to you, and then it's up to you to sign it and get it back to us.
Okay, once I sign it and send it back to you, are we able to reach out to Hydro so we can start that process? Because they're about 60 days out.
Once the site plan is signed and the deposits are made,
registered.
and it's registered on title, then yes.
Hear that?
Yep. How long will it take your legal department to register it?
Can't say, but I expect it to take too long. We can ask.
Is there any way we can, like, once I sign it, it's in your hands that we can just start the process for hydro?
No, not until it's registered. So the sooner you sign it, the sooner we can get it to the people where it needs to be registered in their legal department. And we will ask them and tell them it's kind of urgent that we get this done very quickly. I don't think it takes a lot of work for them to do it. So we will put that little note in there that we need to get this done as soon as possible. Hopefully, everything will be done in 1 to 2 weeks. I think maybe I'm being optimistic, but I can't see it taking any longer than that.
Okay, and can staff provide me with an up-to-date, I guess, invoice? We're under the impression that we're still under our initial deposit, so just want to make sure that we can have some actual numbers to reflect that.
Yes, I believe that can be done. We'll send it to along with the agreement whenever, as soon as staff gets it done.
Okay, thank you, and thank you, staff.
Okay, thanks, Evan. Have a good night.
Yes, you too.
Okay, we'll close, mover and seconder for the confirmatory bylaw, please, Councillor Lang, Councillor Broden, all in favor? Carried, thank you, we're adjourned.